Thank you, Minister, for your time.
Thank you so much. Yes. It's been a
great
very
talk today.
successful day.
Look, it's just been a really busy trip.
Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Minister, and welcome to the city of Shanghai.
Thank you for having me and having us. It's been a true pleasure to visit your beautiful country. It's my first time to Shanghai, and from what I've seen, it's very beautiful.
You've spent a very full and busy day. You went to Baoshan, the Folk Art Museum, and also you had a business promotion fair in New Zealand Central. On both occasions, we saw the performance of your unique Maori art troops. If I pronounce them correctly, it's Te Whānau Apanoi, and they impressed everybody. So have you got some feedback from your Chinese customers, Chinese potential travelers? How did they like this way of promotion?
First, can I note a special thanks to your people. The way you have cared for the waharoa, the carved entranceway, really as a Māori and as a visiting group from New Zealand, truly is special to see that you care for a treasure from our land. And what you saw today with the kapahaka group, Te Whānau Apanui, was an expression of culture which is unique to New Zealand. And while we bring them to this ancient culture of yours, we have a lot of similarities. And I think when the group performs, it connects with Chinese people, it connects with Chinese values, and it also puts on a great show.
Your main task for your visit here in China, especially this time in Shanghai, is to promote your tourism. And China being the second largest overseas travel market for your country, it's extremely important. And how important is it now after the 3 years pandemic?
First thing I'll say is for any visitor from China who comes to New Zealand, they've clearly made a choice to come to somewhere special. We know we are a long way away from China. We know that in order to get to New Zealand, you actually make a very conscious decision to travel a great distance, and we don't take that for granted. We know too, though, that those visitors are important to our economy to make sure that we can get tourism back up on its feet, and contributing significantly to our economy is a clear driver for this trip, but also a clear priority for this government. That's an important opportunity for us in New Zealand to rebuild our tourism sector, where we look towards a values base, which is about manaakitanga, which is caring for people, kaitiakitanga, caring for our environment, and whanaungatanga, connecting people to people.
The younger generation, or to be more specific, Generation Z, those born after the arrival of the new millennium, is becoming a major force of the traveling people. Previously, we check out Lonely Planet. Now they get information from social media or YouTube or live streaming. So are there any new strategies tailored for this group of target consumer?
Well, obviously, as part of our trip here, the Prime Minister played a significant part in announcing an exciting opportunity that allows Tourism New Zealand to partner with local social media giant to spread the message of how beautiful our country is and how keen we are to see visitors from China. We connect through them through multiple channels, social media, as you've already mentioned. But what I will reiterate, though, is we can't go past many of the tried and true ways of actually connecting with people. And the way we do that is to make sure that those who do come to New Zealand, they're our biggest advertisement. What we've tried to do as we recover from the pandemic is actually have an offering throughout New Zealand. So we want to share the entire country with visitors. And that's the opportunity to capture that free independent traveller, and also to allow them to contribute to local economies, which is really significant for our economy overall in New Zealand. So what we're trying to do is make sure that we spread the message of how beautiful our country is.
In order to attract the more Chinese customers, do you have in plan some of the preferential policies to stimulate their business, to help them grow better?
That's a really good question. And the first thing I'll say is that tourism operators recognize how important the Chinese market is. Many of them will have bilingual signage and bilingual offerings so that people can connect with them. Now we've got opportunities in different parts of the country to support destination management plans which allow specific focus on operators and who they might be and how we might be able to support them. It's a huge step from where we were 10 years ago. By the end of the year, we expect our visitor numbers from China to increase significantly, anywhere from 700,000 to 850,000 visitors by the end of this year. But we won't stop there. We want to make sure that we can share our offering with as many people as possible, and we expect that next year those numbers will increase significantly. But can I reiterate a very important point? We are trying to promote regenerative tourism where visitors who come to New Zealand actually leave more than they take. And that's identifying that we want to be a low emissions offering. We want to make sure that people look after and respect our environment in order to keep it in pristine condition for our kids and our grandkids.
Thank you, Mr. Minister, for sharing your insights with us.
No, thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you when you come to visit us in New Zealand.